Good morning, students and staff. This is your principal, Mr. Schaefer. This morning I'd like to take a few minutes to talk with you about what makes Riverbend Middle School a special place. When people ask me about our school, I always begin by talking about people. Yes, we have a beautiful campus and many great programs, but our students and staff are what makes this a special place. Every year, there are always many changes. And this year, I'd like to welcome all of our new students and all of our new staff members, including our new assistant principal, Mrs. Deal. Together as a team, Mr. Fritz, Mrs. Deal, Mrs. Dober, Mrs. Agunsday, Mr. Tompkins, and the entire Riverbend staff have worked extremely hard all summer to plan for your return and our best school year ever. At Riverbend, every decision we make involves what is good for you as a young adult. We are fully committed to 5 areas that include learning, diversity, teamwork, high expectations, and our community. Our mission is to empower you to make meaningful contributions to the world. As learners, we are all focused on authentic, challenging problems and learning how we can connect with the world. For many of you, you began to make connections starting on the first day of school. I'm excited to watch how you will take your knowledge and change your school, community, and world. In addition to learning different subjects such as art, music, science, or foreign language, our goal is for you to develop this year as a knowledgeable critical thinker, communicator, collaborator, creator, and contributor to our world. At Riverbend, learning is more than just memorizing the content. Learning is discovery and applying knowledge to solve real-world issues. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't do something just because you are 11, 12, 13, or 14 years old. This year, maybe you will design a new app or create a business that will help others. The opportunities are available for you starting today. As we all know, our world is completely different and change is inevitable. When I was entering middle school, the internet didn't exist. I grew up with an Atari system and a public library for my source of information. In middle school, my teachers taught one lesson for the entire class, and there was very little choice in our public schools. This year, we are focusing on personalized learning and project-based learning because we know that access to information is not an issue. We also know that we are all more engaged when we take ownership of our own learning. During this first semester, your teachers will be rolling out more technology, including iPads, Apple TVs, and digital content to enrich your learning, not only here at school, but learning anywhere and anytime. In all Virginia middle schools, our SOLs, or Standards of Learning, exist to provide guidance and accountability for schools. Over the last 3 years, students at Riverbend have excelled academically and have shown growth in math, English, science, and social studies. My challenge for all of you is to keep growing every year and never quit after a failure. My favorite athlete of all time, Michael Jordan, once said, "I failed over and over again, and that is why I succeed." Our second commitment is diversity. When you hear the word diversity, many people think of outward appearance. However, look around the room. Every person in our school is completely different. Just like our fingerprints, we all have different abilities, interests, backgrounds, religious beliefs, and the list goes on. We all have areas of strength, and we all have areas where we need to improve. At Riverbend, one thing that we never do is put others down when they're different from us. Cowards and people with low self-esteem make fun of others at this school. And if you're a bully, you're quickly going to lose friends at Riverbend. There will always be someone better looking than you, someone smarter, or someone more athletic, and that's okay. My challenge to each of you this year is to get to know those around you. Learn about what makes them unique. Encourage others and stand up for everyone in our school. That's just what we do here. Our third commitment is teamwork. Teams are more than just groups. Teams have goals where every member contributes toward that goal. This year, during Facetime, we will be talking about short and long-term goals. Maybe you'll have a goal to read more this school year, or make the honor roll, or play on a travel soccer team. I also have many goals for you this year that include coming to school every day and trying your best. Will you like every class you take? No. But every class you take is an opportunity to meet new friends, build a relationship with the teacher, and make connections with the world. We have team goals and also individual goals. This summer, our leadership team went on a secret outing to the escape room in Herndon. As a member of a team, we were all very nervous about being locked in a room with the goal of solving clues to escape. We were in a situation where we were all out of our comfort zone. We were all nervous because this experience was completely new. For all of you, there is something that makes you nervous, and I want you to know it's okay. Maybe you are brand new to Riverbend and you don't know anyone at all in this school. Maybe you struggle academically and school has always been a challenge. Or maybe you have a lot of pressure from home to get straight A's, and this year you're taking a high school credit course. Whatever it is, know that we are here to support you as a team. The fourth commitment is our focus on high expectations. During Facetime, you will hear a lot about PBIS and being responsible, respectful, and ready. At Riverbend, there is a tradition of high expectations for every person in our building. Whether you're a new 6th grader or an 8th grader who has been here the last 2 years, we're going to treat you as young adults ready for independence and leadership opportunities. As you come to and from school, you represent Riverbend to our community. People who are not even associated with our school system notice that Riverbend students are different by our words and our actions. We treat our bus drivers with respect, neighbors in our community with respect, substitutes in our building with respect, and in return, the adults in our community will show you the respect that you have earned. Respect doesn't mean there aren't rules. When I eat at Chipotle, I always have to wait patiently in long lines. I say words like please and thank you, and I clean up my table when I leave. And in turn, I am shown the respect that I have earned. This summer, I had the opportunity to tour the United States Capitol building. And inside the building, there were lines on the floor and arrows directing people and ultimately creating a safe environment. Every rule that we have is designed with a purpose. So whether it is a cell phone policy or the dress code, you have an opportunity to show respect and in turn earn respect and be viewed as a leader. Do I like every rule? No. I honestly wish that speed limits didn't exist, and I wish that I could text and drive at the same time. But I understand that being responsible, respectful, and ready begins with my attitude and how I choose to do the right thing. Unfortunately, for a handful of individuals, sometimes rules are broken. And when this happens, there are consequences that involve your parents and a loss of freedom. Whether it's missing the opportunity to be with your friends because you're in lunch detention, or not being allowed to return to this school because you've been suspended or expelled. The choices that you make in life come down to the decisions that you choose to make. In all Loudoun County public schools, there are strict policies when it comes to drugs, alcohol, and weapons on a school campus. Tonight, your parents are receiving a message that outlines the discipline policies in Loudoun County Public Schools. You will automatically be suspended from school if you bring any drugs or weapons to school. This policy also includes being under the influence of drugs or alcohol, even if you haven't consumed anything on the school property. In addition, if students or staff members are involved with drugs or drinking alcohol or bringing a weapon onto this campus, law enforcement will instantly be involved. If you have questions specific to any of these policies or any of our discipline policies, I want to encourage you to speak with your dean or see Mr. Fritz, Mrs. Deal, or myself. Our final star is community. We will be talking all year about how you and your family can connect to our school community. That includes all the schools in our cluster and even businesses and organizations that are not associated with our school system. An easy way for you and your family to stay connected is through social media or the new Loudoun County Public School app, which is now available on iTunes and Google Play. There are many great features to this app, like the ability to translate into 65 different languages. So if you have a parent or a family member who doesn't speak English, they can still stay connected to our school. Part of our continuous improvement as a community is offering you choice and voice. Based on good behavior in the cafeteria, we will be continuing to go outside during lunch. We also have many exciting things planned this year, like grade level field trips, PBIS Raven rallies, and an 8th grade trip to an amusement park. As I mentioned at the start, Riverbend is a great school with great students, teachers, and parents. We are the Ravens, and as Riverbend Ravens, we stand out and we continue to make an impact in our community. I hope you each have a great second day of school, and I look forward to our best school year ever.